Tricks Watch. This is Sir P. Now today I'm going to recap 2020, the good, the bad, and the spooky. Now as you may have noticed, right, assuming you hear this video the same day it dropped, I haven't put out a video the last couple of days, right. Now I realize that Christmas is the season to be jolly, so I assume people are cracking jokes when they're messaging me on Christmas morning, right, on Boxing Day, asking me what happened, how come they don't see no video. I'm assuming you're joking. But since we're on the topic, moving forward, unless you see me go missing for 7 days, don't message me and ask me where I am or why there's no video. Especially on Christmas Day or Boxing Day or any other day for that matter. Just like you, I have family, friends and loved ones, and if I want to take a day or two to relax with them, that's exactly what's going to happen. Right. Me now make YouTube make me miss any great memories or send me to an early grave, because when my dead and gone, the same people are going to say, boy, ain't fooling, look how make YouTube kill him off. So let's all be reasonable. Right. No 7 days absence, no worry. Speaking about days, I want to send a special belated happy birthday to Layla. I know the actual birthday was last week, right? But you know it got already. Messages buried on the messages. So I hope you had a great day. I think the Nevada Hodges video dropped on your birthday, so I hope you enjoyed that one. So I just want to wish you long life, good health and prosperity. And big up your hubby Ernesto too, because I know him probably think to himself, say, boy, Sir P forget about me completely. No man, nothing like that. Now, let's move into the video. 2020. Now, some of you may remember, I did a similar video last year recapping 2019, and I was saying that year was spooky. Well, 2020 take the cake. Spookiest year in modern history, certainly the spookiest year I can remember. So today I'm going to go over some of the events, right, that shake up Jamaica. Some of the events that left a lasting impression on the people, good or bad, right. And we're going to also look into what we expect 2020 to look like. So let's start it off now. Because I know enough people are wondering, alright, which topics are going to make it? You already know where to start with. We have to start with the Big C. Who remember the first video I did on the Big C? Before it became such a big phenomenon. When I was just talking about it like in a casual manner, like, oh, look out for it, this might go on, that might go on. Well, I had no idea this thing was going to shut down the whole world and be headline news every single night on every single station. To this point here, I don't even want to hear the word no more. I am completely exhausted. But throughout it all, I have to give thanks to life, give thanks to health. If you're listening to me right now, that means it hasn't taken you to an early grave. So do what you can, be as safe as you can. The world will overcome this. The only question is, how will it be remembered? Right? And how bad will the damage be when all is said and done? Now, the next thing we have to touch on, 2020. And in case you're wondering, I might sound like I'm reading something because I literally am. Right? I had to write down some of these things because obviously I can't memorize so much events. So, next thing we're going to talk about is the fact that 2020, guess what Jamaica achieved again? Oh no, not no 7% GDP growth. Nah, nothing like that. Not 50%, just 50% of high schools can pass the bare minimum standard. No, nothing like that. That's asking for too much. That's asking for too much. How about farming and manufacturing and these things increased by 40%? No, forget about it. That's dreaming. Asking too much. How about we talk about what Jamaica actually achieved? Or what Jamaica continues to achieve. And it is once again 2020, we have crossed not just 1,000 plus murder a year, but we've gone over 1,200 and possibly by the time the year done, 1,300. Yes, Jamaica, another year, over 1,200 murders At least. I just want to give Jamaica and Jamaicans, yard and abroad, a giant round of applause. Come on, clap your hands. Clap your hands. South St. Andrew, clap your hands. Well done. West Kingston, St. James, and Clarendon, clap your hands. You contributed greatly this year. Right. Hey, we're all in it together. All 14 parishes, even you, Portland. Right. Even everybody come together. Come on. Clap your hands. Well done, Jamaica. Even the Jamaicans, the live foreign. Clap your hands. Yard and abroad, the whole diaspora. Once again, Jamaica has shown the world that we are one of the most murderous set of people on planet Earth. That is not an opinion, it is a fact. Now I know some people think to themselves, yeah, but me not kill nobody. You don't have to. When Olympics go on and the sprinters them win gold medal, you tell people say we are the fastest runners in the world. When Shelly and Usain and Asafa them a broke record, they tell people say we are the greatest runners in the world. And you not run on a track. You don't even own a pair of spikes. You tell people say we. Right? And when an artist have a big sign go up on Billboard, you say we make the best music for us. And you don't even know for 5 songs. So the same way, you ride on the bandwagon of the good parts of Jamaicans, ride on the bandwagon of the bad parts too. We are some of the most murderous people on the planet Earth. Per capita, that's a fact, that's an opinion. It's been 20 years straight. 20 years straight with no foreseeable change. But, because we 2021 have to bring the Security Minister, Dr. Horace Chang, say with a female amount, he's going to sink clans. The upcoming trial against Black Man, right, and the 60 man them, if the justice system actually pull it off, that would go a far way in helping the Jamaican people take him and the justice system as a whole seriously. Because if them can get 2 out of the 3 Klansman leaders behind bars, then people are going to start saying, you know what, maybe they're onto something. And we're better to test anti-gang legislation, right, and test the security forces' ability to bring down these gangs than to go up against the brutal Klansman gang. It's the perfect case study. Like we see it play out. But speaking about Klansman gang, I just want to send special seasoned greetings to Tesha Miller's uncle Richie. Look like things are going Theodore Richie. Put on a few pounds. I guess that's the good life showing. You know, Richie, I think you're losing it. You're cracking up under the pressure. Surely a little YouTuber whose main job is to bad mind scammer, fight against artists, bad mind jail off his shoes, make up things to get views, shouldn't have you under so much pressure. You're cracking up, Richie. You're cracking up. I'm not even ready to start work yet. You see, I know what your biggest fear is, Richie. It's not jail. Okay, you can probably buy your way out of that. It's not even dead, because you're surrounded by a whole heap of youths. Hard for you to get there. See, what you're afraid of, Richie, is to be as popular and as known as Black Man and Tesha. 2021 is going to be a very interesting year for you. Will you make me disappear? Well, I'm going to make you appear on the screens of every Jamaican yard and abroad. But go and enjoy your Christmas still. As I say, season greetings. Now, the next thing I want to talk about from the recap, sticking to clans, is that Tesha Miller was found guilty. Remember that? Was sentenced to almost 40 years. Now, will he stay behind bars? We have to go see. Because they know him gonna appeal. And we've been here before, where him get sentenced and people say, see there, him gone. Next thing you hear, appeal was the case. Now this case relied entirely on the testimony of one of Tesha's former 87s. The justice system had to resort to extraordinary measures, had to give one of Tesha's most dangerous 87s, former 87s, an extraordinary deal, right, while he was serving his own sentence for arson and murder, right, to get him to testify. Desperate times call for desperate measures, but there's no way around it. That was a huge success, right? For the justice system, that's a big feather in them cap, a big feather in the DPP's hat, right? Get Tesha Miller, second time around. What me say, I could see if them can keep him. Next, major headlines. Who can forget this one? Delano Preke boy Wilmot was finally taken out by the JDF Special Ops. I imagine you would have seen that video. 500,000 people did. The story of Preke boy was eye-opening for the Jamaicans because enough people never realized it. There are places in Jamaica where man literally, casually walk up and down with them rifle, like say them a police or a soldier. Right. Then when they couple that with the fact that Preke boy is arguably one of the most motivated 87s the security forces had been up against in a very, very long time. Him and his team were challenging police, challenging soldier, shoot up soldier, injure police. Pure problem. But as you saw in the video, the people them with the ability and the power made the call, and him end up receive free surgery on his abdominal area, courtesy of the JDF Special Ops team that went for him. As I said in that video, he could have gone on, or he could have been a member of the Special Ops himself. Wasted talent. But as old time people say, who can't hear will feel. Now, the next thing that really shake up Jamaica, shake up news headlines, was an incident that took place in Horizon Park, where former US Marine Damian Hamilton ambushed and killed 3 members of the JCF. SSP Clunis, Detective Corporal Dane Biggs, and Constable Ricardo Hilton. In that video, I said to the people of Jamaica, I know a lot of you don't care what happened to those police officers. Right, we know the few tears you do have is reserved for 87s, we know that. Right. And in my video about it, I said, listen, I'm not here for telling anybody if you feel sorry for Clunis or Dane Biggs or Ricardo Hilton. At the time, Mrs. P. Clunis hadn't passed away yet. Right. But I said to the Jamaican people, if you laugh and celebrate something like this, the joke is on you. You know why the joke is on you? Because 90%, over 90% of you are unarmed. And if Damian Hamilton, somebody like Damian Hamilton could do this to 3 members of the JCF who have vest, helmet, rifle, handgun, and he could rain down chaos like this, man, imagine if somebody like him was to come for you. So when you laugh and celebrate something like this happening, or something like that happening, end of the day, make sure you say you laugh and celebrate when Damian Hamilton come knocking on your doorstep. See, only a foolish boxer would see somebody knock out Mike Tyson, knock out Muhammad Ali, knock out Joe Frazier, right, knock out Floyd Mayweather, and you there as a featherweight. Right, you're a featherweight boxer and you see all these heavyweights and middleweight man I get knocked out, and they laugh. Like say after the man knock out the one of them people, they think they might go to stay in the ring. He might come in the crowd for you. So that was a day to remember. And in the days after the initial shooting, because remember SSP Clunis was battling for life. The questions have been asked. We're starting with the videos come out. Right. TVJ ran a good special where they were showing the location of where Hamilton jumped through and dropped and injured himself. And as I said in that video, or the video I did to cover it, there were clearly some feelings, especially as it relates to being underprepared on the part of the JCF. Right. I don't think Damien Hamilton should have left Horizon Park. Right. But you know what? You live and you learn. All them can do is patch up any little loose ends, right? Improve what need improving, right? And knowing say, anytime them go on any operation, no matter how small or how great, they are fully aware that they might just be about to face a Damien Hamilton. This casual guffy man, because police, 99% of the time, police guffy man, the man either surrender arm, run or something like that. It's very rare somebody stand up, right, and really bring it to the security forces like what Hamilton did. But I still maintain, if basic procedure has been followed, basic tactical procedure has been followed, by the time Hamilton reached a ground, when him jump through the window there, when him drop on the ground, that would be the last drop him ever feel in his life. And as expected, we all know now, he didn't live much longer after that. I don't think anybody was expecting to see Damien Hamilton get bring in, put in a handcuff and go in a car back. So, that was Horizon Park. Major incident. I don't know if people forget about that one day because it happened. It was about summertime. And you know there's just so many things happening in Jamaica on a daily basis. It's easy to forget some of the events and just how big they really were. But that one really had the whole Jamaica paying attention. And while I'm talking about attention, let me bring yours to the fact that it was this year, early in this year, the young lady, Jasmine Dean, went missing. And so far we are no closer to finding her. One of the most disappointing stories in Jamaica all 2020. You know why the story is disappointing? Because people know what happened to Jasmine Dean. People know who take away Jasmine Dean. People know what they did to Jasmine Dean. But them not say nothing. And Jasmine Dean's father and family, just like hundreds, possibly thousands of other Jamaicans, them can't get no kind of closure. Them can't get no kind of closure because them don't even know what happened to their loved one. So, even though a part of them want to hold on to the fact, say, well, maybe he or she is still alive, them brain also tell them, say, well, you know what? He or she gone too long, he must dead now. But then they say, no man, we go and hold on to hope, and the mind is going back and forth between hope, right, and acceptance. Hope and acceptance, and it is terrible. It is terrible. Too many Jamaicans have to deal with that. People know Jasmine Dean, people know what happened to Jasmine Dean. Right. But you know the fake woke culture. Right. You see, when the story did hot, people are going to them care. People are telling us, oh, Jasmine Dean, we don't believe you. You know why we don't believe you? Because one time our family gather up and say, you know what? We're going to step out and do our protest and all these things. Your favorite celebs and your favorite woke activists were nowhere to be found. They were nowhere to be found. I guess they were too busy blocking road for murderers when them dead. I guess all them energy from lifting up the tire them when them used to block road 87, I guess that tired them out. So they never have none left for Jasmine Dean. If a shot fire in Uzbekistan, right, and them used to protest are going in after 3 feet, your favorite celebrities, your favorite movers and shakers, cultural influencers, them gone hold up sign. I couldn't hold up my sign for Jasmine Dean though. Them couldn't give the family that strength there. But the family did need. I guess by the time the protest or the meeting for Jasmine Dean came around, the hype had dead down, say no, not too much video light was left. And it's all about where the video light is shining. Come on, hit that dislike button. I've been telling you that all 2020, and I'll be telling you that all 2021. As the American them will say, it is what it is. So hopefully, the people who know I'm the local girl, who have information that can lead to at least getting her family some closure, right, can reach out and pass on that information. You know why you know about no, oh, we know if you talk to police, because if you talk to police, lie on tell, because they can't reach out to me. I want to reach out to me, so lie on tell. And I keep secret. And I keep secret. For men who get them kicks from doing who knows what to young girls, young disabled girls who can barely see, them people don't want to protect. Them people down the shelter. Disgusting. Anyway, let's move on. Next topic, who can forget? Clarendon 6. Clarendon 6 get mashed up one time. JDF. Some of the members include none other than, of course, remember the youth name, Hitler. Of all the names him could take on, call himself Hitler. Clarendon was in the spotlight a lot this year. I feel like Clarendon really outdid themselves for all the wrong reasons, of course. Clarendon was once a great place. It was once a lovely place. I have great memories of Clarendon back in the day. Somebody tell me that Clarendon like it's so mad. That's a lie, them I tell. There was always 87s and always have done talk and way, but the reckless loss of life and the way the 87s they were Clarendon and move foolish, right? And move like how the town 87s them. Because me as a youth from town, me used to the town madness, right? Me used to the town madness, but when it's the Clarendon I go on a certain way. Real shame. Real shame. Even among these 6, we still see people come out and tell us, oh, they do this and a good youth and like them I tell. Remember one time they give me this and at school they give me one pencil and all kind of foolishness that people use. So I'm on a 6 stomach. I mean that. I'm on a 6 stomach. The love and adoration of Jamaican people and the culture have towards these people, the same people who do the same damage when they claim someone against. The same people them who would take away a female, a young female like Jasmine Dean and do this to her and dash over Yasta and bury over Yasta. Them same people who wanna claim say, wanna hate because when they hate crime and violence are the same people who wanna brag about it knowing, no, my friend them a killer, my friend them dash at people. Make up on the mind, I wanna depend, make up on the mind. Are you for the foolishness or are you against the foolishness? Pick a side and stay over there. Love too much both the thing when you want to be against crime and for crime. When you want to be against gangs and for gangs. 2021 Jamaican people need to make up their mind. Stop playing this boaty thing. This is not like pit days and tell us, me a boaty. Big people now cut out the boaty foolishness. As Dennis Brown said, love and hate can't be friends. Well, guess what? War and peace can't be friends. Senseless violence and peace and stability can't be friends. The boaty thing can't go on this so. Cannot. Another big story was the man from Young Portland, Beachy Stout. Right. After, them say he got out his first wife and get away with it. Beachy Stout managed to make him name get called upon a second wife losing her life. So now this successful businessman, one of the few successful businessmen who look like the majority of the population, you would think say, would have keep expanding and who knows what him thing turn into. Was busy at taking money and pay man to kill woman. When you talk about LEQs, you can't help them. You can't help them and give them money, they just get even more destructive. Them just get even more destructive. Talking about take money. Kill a man. Of course you don't forget Corey Goat boss. Janice. Right. You see, everybody's supposed to walk up video by now. Right. Janice was supposed to get her money, her settlement, her payout. We all know it end up. Corey Goat boss. Even though I understand the police them a battle and a struggle. Right. You find nothing solid enough. If you say charge and carry go court, because at this stand, you go bust the case. If you go court, if you go anywhere past charge, you go bust the case. Right, so I understand the police need more time to work on something more serious, but it would be a real shame if you could just kill off the woman just like that and nothing come out of it. A real shame. That's a precedent, so we can't allow to take off in Jamaica. Even though nothing new still. Right. Too much people dedicate too much time, too much years in all kind of business, in all kind of ventures. And when time it come around for them get what is due to them. Not what them are begging. Janice never beg them nothing, the rest from the restaurant. It's what she was due. Instead of paying people what them worth and what them do, them rather take shortcut in life. It happens all too often. Disgusting. But make we see how this one play out now. Make we see how this one play out. Next big story. Right. We cannot forget. We simply cannot forget. The incident that took place in Trial Heights. 81-year-old, 6-year-old, 10-year-old. Murder most foul. All them boy there, prison too good for them. But you know the woke activists will remind us that regardless of whatever them do, right, they are entitled to 3 meals a day at the expense of the taxpayer for the next 30-40 years. Right? But tragic case. I just covered the funeral with the father on the floor, on his face, completely distraught. Very sad case. Another big one was coming out of Trelawney. Tamara Geddes. Boy, family can wicked so. You know, traditionally your family is seen as a safe haven. Family is seen as where you go when you want protection. But imagine family do that to the girl over a house, over land, over property. Disgusting. But probably one of the best examples of how JCF can work when them feel like, when them ready for work. Right? Tamara Geddes case. Excellent police work on the part of the JCF. Excellent. A+, arguably the best case of the year for JCF. Right? Man, they lit the nail upon the spot. Right. Brilliant work. 2020 also saw a number of major videos that, even though they were not current, but them never happened in 2020. 2020 them really blew up, opened a lot of people's eyes. Number one for me is the Charmaine Rattray and Joel Lynch story. That right there opened the eyes of the nation, because enough people never really understand what's going on. Right. The title of that video was, I think it was called A Wicked Woman and a Evil Crab. Disgusting story. Every time I think about that story, it upset my spirit. You know, I do a lot of stories. I talk about death daily, destruction daily. Some of them really have a lasting impact on me. The Charmaine Rattray story and other type of style. Even sometimes when I'm just sitting down, that story keep coming back to my mind. Right? Such a cruel act. Right? But I'm glad at least now the people of Jamaica have a better understanding as to what went down. Right? And enough of the youths them who took part in that operation, enough of them never actually went to jail. Some of them were never even convicted. One of them in particular, his name mixed up in one of the major story, big video on the channel. But you see him caught up in the whole 60 trial, the 60-man trial for Klansman. So we're not ready for him yet. Right. Enough of them things them get to it now. Right. A whole heap of them people. A whole heap more than where you see got court. A whole heap more. Enough of them that road, some of them that jail. But I have plans for them. Them a plan for me, me a plan for Uno. 2020 also saw a couple of big videos. Did extremely well. I guess they resonate to the people. The Doggy Diary video, in my opinion, an all-time classic. Right. You know my style, I don't normally sit there and toot my own horn about certain videos, so I make a video and just let it make it go and run. But the Doggy Diary video, I'm very proud of that video. Very proud. I think that video is going to last the test of time. Sci-fi. Enough people didn't even 99% of Jamaicans did not know about sci-fi. I'm surprised how well that video did. Over 200,000. Scott Thomas, of course, his death played a role into what his death was a precursor to Charmaine Rattray and Jeff Lynch. JJ Knockis, Mr. J Bad, say you're too bad. When they kill people, you're too glad. A lot of people love that video. A lot of people love that video. Right. That video and the Doggy Diary video, probably the two where people always said to me, say them keep listening over and over and over. Right. Of course, Bigger Crime and then with Sir D. But my favorite video, detailing the life of 87 and how destructive the life is, not just to the civilians and the people who them hurt, but to themselves, is a long awaited, highly anticipated Nevada Hodges video. That video was dropped about a week ago, and based on how I see it move already, based on the performance already, I think it's currently at 167,000 views. I think that video is going to go on to surpass the J Bad video, Sci-Fi video, all of them, the Bigger Crime video, all of that. That's the video, that's my favorite video so far, because I think just like Doggy video, it highlight the real face of badness. You always hear me talk about the real face of badness. That video sum it up perfectly. I wish every youth in Jamaica, every young youth in Jamaica would watch Doggy's Diary video and the Nevada Hodges video. People say to me, which people can only see 2 videos for the rest of their life. Or not just people, but the youths, young youths can only see 2 videos for the rest of their life. Where they want them to see, it would be the Doggy Diary video and the Nevada Hodges video. I can't end the video without talking about Summer. Remember Summer? Remember when the LIQ Association, which includes many of your favorite YouTube bloggers, combined, pooled their very low IQ to try and team up and get rid of this movement? Who remember that? Not only did I make a mockery of said attempts, but the movement went on to become even stronger afterwards. And many of your favorite LIQ bloggers are now struggling for hits. But, so it goes. The cream always rises to the top. It's not my fault the people are tired of your mediocre, low IQ, garbage content. I don't force anybody to watch my videos. People just know real recognize real. You see, What you have to understand, just like how certain rubbish of an audience are the same way, so my type of content, type of reasoning and logic I'm bring to the forefront, that also has an audience. And people feel that nobody in Jamaica never want to hear that. That is why most of your favorite, let me not say all, most of your favorite bloggers them that put out so much rubbish. Mainly because their IQ is very low and them simply can't do no better. But some of them kinda have little sense and them can do better. But them feel like say if they put out, certain content that, of a higher frequency, nobody won't resonate with it. I came out and I said, you know what? I'm not going to put out that trash. I'm not getting involved with that. I'm going to talk about charity tricks. I'm going to talk about fatherless homes. I'm going to talk about this, talk about that. Talk about the kerosene. Right? Talk about the fact that poverty is not the cause of Jamaica. Them thing there. And guess what? There is an audience for it. There are intelligent Jamaicans. There are lots of intelligent Jamaicans, yard and abroad. The problem is, they're silent. They're silent and they're not as loud as the LIQs. So it gives the impression that Jamaica is a country where nobody knows sense. Because what I say, people who are very intelligent, people who have high IQ, high EQ, they don't have time to debate with LIQs because that's like debating a donkey. No matter what you say, all the donkey are going to respond is hee-haw, and keep shouting hee-haw, louder and louder. And then more donkeys join in and start shouting hee-haw, till they can't hear nothing. So a lot of people think it's just not worth it. But there are Jamaicans, very intelligent people, people with good hearts, people with good vision. You notice from day one I've never really focused on education as much as I focus on intelligence because, as I've said many times, education can be bought. Right? No people never get the chance to get certain education. But dealing with this platform, dealing with this movement, I've met some of the most brilliant minds I've ever come across. I mean, I know people in my real life, right, who are brilliant. Right. But you know when you have your circle and you think to yourself, alright, we know I'm going outside that. Trust me, I've met some brilliant people through this platform that I communicate with on a daily basis. People who inspire me, right? People who motivate me when I hear their stories, right? It pushed me to keep going. No matter what I'm going through, I remember some of the people who listen to me. And I think to myself, it's not that bad because this person will go through this and go through that. When I say people inspire me, I mean 100% inspire me. People message me sometimes and say, Sir P, you inspire me, but there are regular people in Jamaica who inspire me. And when I do these videos, when I cover a topic like Tredegar Park, when I talk about Tredegar Park and bring it up back and make sure that people can't forget it, when I bring up certain operations where a stone crusher or a clansman might do, and people from that community link me, crying, saying, thank you, Sir P, because society like one like say, they want to forget about this. Thank you for making sure, say, it's never forgotten. When people tell me, say, thank you for making sure, say, Charmaine Ratry and Joel Finch is never forgotten. Tredegar Park will never be forgotten. Trial Heights, Janice, Tamara, Geddes, all these people will never be forgotten. That right there is the motivation that keeps me going. Because YouTube is very tiring, frustrating at times. It's home to a lot of LIQs. In my real life, I don't deal with LIQs because in real life I can pick and choose my circle. But on social media, sometimes you just can't avoid it. It's right there, right? But sifting through the garbage, right? When I do meet fascinating people, when I do communicate with fascinating people, I think to myself, you know what, it's worth it. It's worth it. When a young youth tell me say watch Doggy Diary video And some youth them used to party, him stop party with them. When a youth watch the Adjis video and tell me say, him can see himself, him share a similar story and him don't want to end up like that. That's why I keep making videos. Because YouTube is tiring. Very tiring. See, I'm an action man. In my previous life, I'm all about the field, right, the bush. Now that right there is tiring, but it's a different type of tiring. Physical tiring, action, I love that. The adrenaline, I love that. But the YouTube thing, it's a different type of tiring. It's mentally tiring, it's exhausting. That's why I'm gonna have even less tolerance for LIQs moving forward. 2021, let's see if we can do better. The murder rate, let's see if we can do something about it. Yard, abroad, we have work to do. If you don't care about Jamaica for yourself, at least care about it for your children and their children. Cannot have 50, 60, 100 years from now, people who are alive then are looking back on our generation, calling us a bunch of dummies and saying, listen, it was under our watch. The island went into the toilet. Just like we say, well, the man from the 90s, the man from the 80s, the man from the 70s, at time our coming and the people in the future are going to say, well, the people from 2020. It's been a long year. A very long year. Patreon squad, big up on yourself. Thank you very much for your support, your continued support. 2021, as you saw in the message I sent to you, I'm going to start playing a more active role with the Patreon members. You know, certain little posts where I see where I'm not going to make a whole video about it. Right, I'm going to put it on Patreon and, you know, we can have little discussions over there. But I'm going to make a separate video, right, for the year end and put it on the Patreon homepage, fully explaining some of the new things that's coming. Right, I really want to have the Patreon crowd getting a bit more than they are right now. Most people just, at the moment, most people just support, you know, on Patreon sake, but I want to actually give you some content in return for your support. I mean, I'm not going to deprive, you know, John Public of the main videos because we want everybody to see them video, whether or not them can afford to do this or do that. We don't want finance to be a reason why some people don't see the main videos then. You know, some little things where, you know, that's why I'm bunks to them, like how sometimes bunk certain things between the special ops team, right? You know, see me make a bunk certain things to them, right? So speaking about special ops, PIA, what can I say? You impress me every single day. Without PIA special ops, this channel would be half what it is. The movement would be half what it is. These are some people who, as I said, in a lot of instances, literally risk life and limb. Sometimes I have to tell people, just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Right? Don't bother risk it. But what we realize is, enough Jamaicans, enough people, right? Especially people who come from certain places that are troubled, people who come from, you know, the quote-unquote bad man place. Places where people are simply tired of living under the tyranny of criminals. These people are desperate, right? Desperate to get out certain elements out of them community. And they see this platform as a tool that can be used to shine some light and some darkness, because death and destruction love darkness. When light shine down there, them run. You see, you have to understand, 87s, 90s, them come like cockroach. When they turn on the light and you see cockroach start scamper, that's the 87s. See, when they shine certain light in the darkness, same with the 90s, same with the 116 especially, afraid of the light. I look forward to the day when time you have the light big enough to shine in a film corner. I want to thank everybody who has supported the movement all through 2020. Anyway, they're in the 14th parish them. Whether they're in our Uncle Sam place, or you're there in the Queen's place, or you're there in Canada, the Icebox, or you're there Cayman Islands, Trini Massive, big up on yourself. Right. Probably the second biggest island support I get, Trinidad, big up on yourself. Antigua, right, St. Lucia, Bahamas, right. St. Kitts, some of the places people link me from, really have to scratch my head. Right. Some of the very small islands, but still have the support. Big up on yourself, anyone there, stay safe. Ultra Squad, what can I say? You've been here from the start. Been here from the start. Circling, scavenging for scraps. And everybody have a role to play in the ecosystem. Also, can't forget the undercover supporters. You know the people who claim so them hate the movement. Claim Sir P, if you dead. Yeah, but you know miss a single video though. And they tune in every morning and hit the dislike button. Acting like say them against the thing, but really they're fans, they're supporters. Them rate me more than even the Patreon squad and the PIA. Cause them can't miss a video, them have to make sure so them tune in. For violently smash the dislike button. Your support is also appreciated. Also brings me great joy to know that I live mortgage free in your head. May you continue to tune in and smash the dislike button all through 2021. People, stay safe. Bless.